Right now at 11 o'clock, mandatory evacuations, homes flooded, roads destroyed. Tonight, all eyes are on the Grand River. How high will it get? How much more destruction will it cause? It won't stop rising until sometime this weekend. Already, hundreds of people are being forced to leave their homes.
The water is starting to go in my house. That's all I have.
A lot of people distraught tonight. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling, live in front of the Ford Presidential Museum here on the banks of the Grand River in downtown Grand Rapids, where usually at this time of the year, everything's in bloom. Well, the only thing growing tonight is the water level on the Grand. I can tell you right now, it's halfway up the slope here at Anabawan Park. All of the pedestrian walkways are submerged. And as I drove down here tonight, they're already using generators to pump water out of the basement of the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel parking garage. So downtown is feeling the effects of the flooding tonight, 2 days before the river is expected to crest. It is a story that has consumed us all day long, and we have team coverage for you again tonight. But before we get too far down the road, we do want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Steffen, who's down here at the museum with me. And Bill, at least it stopped raining.
It is, and boy, that's amazing to see what's out here. Behind me is where I sit and watch the fireworks on the 4th of July. The water's 4 to 5 feet deep. Good news is, though, the rain has stopped temporarily and no heavy rain is expected over the next several days. We'll take a look at Storm Track Live. There is still some rain moving through areas south and east of Grand Rapids at the current time. You can see that right now stretching from the Chicago area, just east of Chicago, up to around the Benton Harbor area. And if you were to draw a line there from about South Haven to north of Lansing, that area is still picking up some rain. Could pick up an additional 1/4 of an inch of rain here overnight tonight. That shouldn't affect river levels too much, that much of additional rain. There are a few sprinkles of rain out over the lake, which will be coming on through. We'll have a chance for a few sprinkles here during the day tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow during the morning, you're going to find temperatures down into the low to mid 40s and a pretty stiff wind, 20 to 30 miles an hour is going to develop. A few sprinkles of rain may change to a few snowflakes late in the day as some pretty cold air comes on in. And we'll talk about how fast the winds are going to be tomorrow in just a few minutes.
All right, we're looking forward to that forecast. Thank you, Bill. It is soggy. A lot of people watching and waiting now, but at least the good news is that it stopped raining. Sue?
That is good news. Brian, Bill, thank you. Meteorologist Kyle Underwood is here right now with updated forecasts on how high river levels will get.
New information late this evening, forecast data from the National Weather Service, because they produced the forecast for the river flooding situation, and the forecasts have come down a little bit. So we're glad that's going on, but unfortunately, Comstock Park, Robinson Township, number of spots along the Grand, this is still likely going to be an all-time record flood for these areas. So it's a very serious situation. I want to show you what we're forecasting here and some of the observations and forecasts that we're getting from the National Weather Service. We're going to start with the Grand River here and focus on some of the hot spots here. Comstock Park is one of these places where we're expecting all-time flooding conditions here. I want to show you what it looks like here in terms of flooding. Yeah, I'm not getting any cooperation from here, from the system here. In terms of flooding, it looks like the rivers are going to continue to rise here over the next 24 hours. National Weather Service forecast predicting a crest coming up here by sometime into Saturday afternoon or early Sunday. And you can see here, this is exceeding the all-time record high set back in 1948. So again, a record-setting flood here for Comstock Park. Downtown Grand Rapids, we're dealing with at least serious, moderate, if not major flooding. That arrives here Sunday and will probably be tying the all-time record crest set back in 2005 here in Robinson Township here along the Grand River. Also want to highlight the Muskegon River near Croton Dam. A lot of talk about the stability of things up there. It looks like we're not going to be anywhere near the 1986 record here, which is great news. And also good news out of Rockford tonight. The forecast for flooding here has been decreased. We will still have at least moderate to major impacts, but it doesn't look like we're going to break the all-time record high flood set back in 1986.